Hello everyone, happy Monday. And yeah, sorry everyone, I was looking this way. I gotta make sure my door is locked. It's my phobia thing. Anyway, happy Monday. This is I, your one and only, your favorite neighborhood Asian nerd. Lerd. Oh, oh God, I'm sorry. Anyway, it's September, almost nearly the end of September. It's now no more, the end of the summer's over, it's getting cold and it's cloudy outside. It's going to get rain. I don't know when. And yeah, I'm wearing a sweatshirt to keep me warm. Um, I'm doing okay. I haven't fully recovered from being very ill, like a common flu. Let's just say that. But I'm much better than since Saturday. Anyway, uh, so I got two of my Star Wars stuff delivered, toy related, you know me. And one of them is a special one. I don't know. I told you like from a long time that I ordered a custom Star Wars figure since I think the start of August, and it took like almost like a month and a half or whatsoever longer. And then I did message this person and saying it was ready and good. So this one is going to be a special one afterward. But for the other one is my first 4-pack vintage collection figure of the Imperial Officers. And in the front, it comes with 4 figures. Two doesn't have a name, but in the middle there's Monty and Piett. I don't know why Piett looks so different. But anyway, the usual, it's vintage collection, but same time, the articulation sometimes is very different, so I will still have to do the articulation because every vintage collection's articulation is just weird, and different. It gives me a headache sometimes, yeah. Anyway, so I shall open this up right now and see what it is. So they are covered just like the dead and body bags, but so I'm going to open up Imperial Officer letter A. It is labeled right here. And I'm going to see what did I just open. Oh, here it is. This is Admiral Pet. How do I know? It's the face structure. I thought they really messed him up, but he didn't. And he's sort of the same figure from the single vintage collection Admiral Pet, but the one with a single figure, his rank is different because he still has his captain rank. But for this one, he has finally got his admiral rank. Oh my god, I almost broke this tight joint. Next time when you have a figure, if it's very tight jointed, use at least a heat gun, but not too hot, so it will loosen up the joint. But here's Admiral Piett, and finally got his admiral rank, because his admiral rank was captain. And he comes with two things. It comes with two things. Okay, so it comes with two things: his hat and his actual Imperial pistol. So here's the major. I don't know what comparing with my other Piet, so I'm gonna find him. Where are you? No, that's not you. So here's this Piet and this Piet. I don't know what's the comparison for these two. Like, I don't know which is better. I thought about swapping heads. I think I want to swap this head over this head. Close enough. I think he's about the same. And I'm going to replace this Piet and gave him this hat to this Imperial officer from A New Hope. So articulation for Piett is, for vintage collection wise, head is on the ball joint, arm 360, shoulder bent, elbow swivel, hand swivel, and has a hand tilt a little, depending on the figures. And let's see, what other stuff I know. Waist swivel and has an ab crunch. Leg goes forward, back, hip swivel, Jean-Claude Van Damme split. Thank you, Noah. Okay, you're asking me Trump or Harris. In my life, I do not talk about politics. I talk about what I enjoy. Okay, knee bent. Where was I? There's no swivel on the ankle because they change a lot on the ankle articulation, so it's like a rocking ankle tilt, but it still moves forward and back. So I'm not gonna, throw away this other Piett because that's Captain Piett, but I could still, I will keep him around for the Empire Strikes Back version, and but I will give up his hat to one of the Imperials from A New Hope. Where are you, dude? This dude, if you guys, if you guys watch the original trilogy, A New Hope, he did appear right next to Darth Vader and the Imperial console room when Darth Vader choked Motty's neck when Motty was being so overconfident. So normally this hat will fit on his head. There, I forgot his name, but finally he got his hat. Piett, I'll keep Piett. I would just swap heads if I'm going to do stop motion animation. So anyway, that's Piett. I'll put him aside. And I'm closing this up. Next one, I gotta keep track of my time. I'm still on my lunch. Body bag number B. Hello, Michael. Yeah, I thought about a decoration. Here it is, everyone. This is Admiral Monty. If you want to know who he is, Admiral Monty was pretty much he was the first admiral in A New Hope, and the admiral of the Death Star. He was killed with the rest of the Imperials and the council room in A New Hope, while Luke Skywalker destroyed the Death Star. And here it is. And Monty doesn't own a hat. Comparing to I believe this is the original trilogy, or the Power of the Force 2, or the Power of the Jedi version of this Monty. I'm not saying this Monty is a bad figure, but it was just had a lack of articulation, and the only pose he has is where the point. Where the point Darth Vader was choking him to death. So comparing this Monty and the new Monty, I know Monty was a little chubby, but you know what? It's a figure. Figures are figures. But I like this new Monty replacing this Monty. This Monty will go with the extra Star Wars figures I own. Yes, I do have extra Luke Skywalkers, Han Solo, Darth Vaders, you name it. Yeah, I'll put him right here. I'll put him right over there. And for Monty, come with this one, and I'm going to give Monty two guns, a Stormtrooper gun and a Imperial pistol, because this Monty had a. Oh yeah, where I got this Monty was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 8-pack original trilogy collection, the Imperial console room. So for Admiral Monty's articulation is the same as Piett. bulge oriented head, arm 360, elbow bent. I said, oh wait, shoulder bend, elbow bend, hand swivel, hand tilting, waist swivel, ab crunch, legs moves forward and back, John Pop Van Dam split, knee bent, and a new rocking joint. And I'm just going to do two things at a time. Do like the two thing for him. I'm going to have him hold his Imperial pistol. Yeah, Imperial officers hold like small pistols, but for stormtroopers they hold whatever weapons they hold. And I'll give him an Imperial gun. No, Monty looks really young. So yeah, here's Admiral Monty. Oh, thank you, Noah. Okay, that takes care of the main two Imperials. Now we take out the two Imperials that are never known. This is Imperial. I'm moving up the body bag number. What the? Yeah, letter C. I know you can't read it, but it's labeled down. Ooh, nice, nice. And this guy doesn't have a name. This is an Imperial Officer Captain. How do I know it's a captain? Oh dear, what the heck is going on with the? Does it go this way? Yes, it does. Okay, everything's fixed. So here's the Imperial Captain. How do I know How do I know his rank as captain is the same rank as Piett when he used to be a captain? But as I recognize it, I could use him for the part. There was a scene when Piett said the line "intensive force 5 power," whatever it's called, and then there's an Imperial Captain next to him and said the word "too late," and then an A-wing crashed into the Super Star Destroyer. This one I could use this for stop motion with Admiral Piett. And pretty much this is the new generation now. Hasbro had created every different characters with different skin colors, species, besides, and etc., etc., etc. And the usual, he comes with a hat. Captain GT. Very funny, man. And let's see, pistol could be stored on his holster right here. That's something new. And he has a stormtrooper gun, which I will pose him. Thanks, Varric. Give me a second while I just fix this again. 145, okay. You stay. So yeah, here's the Imperial Officer Captain. When did I learn all about these characters? I watch a lot of Star Wars movies, and I watch the lores, and there are some some characters like Imperials and Rebels that are very known in the side story of Star Wars original trilogy, which it's hard to explain which character, many characters, unless I could tell you one thing. If you, Noah, you ever play Star Wars Shadows of the Empire? That was my first sort of side story expanded universe video game. It comes with the main character Dash Rendar, and then there was another bounty hunters known as the Black Sun with their leader Emperor Caesar. I think that's his right name. Anyway, I'll tell you more along the way, depending if I have enough time. I'm still on my 1 hour lunch. Anyway, so for the Imperial Officer Captain, articulation is the same as Piett and Motty. But this one I will display with the rest of the Imperials. Anyway, last but least is body bag number D. I don't know why I call it body bags, but they're really in the body bags. Anyway, it's an old N64 game, and then they upgrade the graphic for the PC version. Just type in Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. That's when I start to know all the characters, and they'll be more than the original trilogy. And this is a different Imperial. They're like the light security forces called the KSI, I believe. I don't remember that's their actual name. Oh my god, I almost fall down. Okay, I'll put this box, so that's all the bots. So here is this type of Imperial officer known as, it's called a Imperial KSI security. And they do the light sort of the light patrol. And so how different is the other Imperials? You know, all Imperials wears gray. So this one, of course, Duckman. That's what I always do. I always make people smile when I do showing my awesomeness. I mean, I wish if you did live in my hometown, I will make you more happy because I do go out in public dressed up one of my favorite Star Wars characters in cosplay. I dressed up as Boba Fett. Anyway, so they're known as the KSI security, Imperial officers. So they do the light security, and oh god, they are like sort of spies. Thank you. They send probe droids. Oh my god. They send probe droids to spy on the planets. And they do not travel in space. They stay in Coruscant in their favorite security room, keep an eye out, and then report anything very serious. And I don't know what's their rank for those KSI officers, because it looks like this is like Admiral, but I'm going to see the major difference. Yeah, it's the same rank as Piett. He's an Admiral, but then normally the leader of KSI security, he's very known in the Clone Wars. I forgot his name. I think it's Gullivan? I don't remember. He did appear in New Hope. So anyway, I'll do that figure later to do a comparison while I continue on for this KSI security officer. So he comes with a hat. And same as the Imperial Captain. Small pistol goes in the holster. Oh my goodness! What kind of holster that doesn't hold very well? I worry about losing the pistol. I'm not kidding. And let's see, comes with a stormtrooper gun, which I don't know why. I'm guessing they're just like grunts or whatever. I'm just saying. Okay, then. Ooh, nice. They did some difference on the stormtrooper guns. There's a little silver, some silver stamp on it. If you here it is, see closely. It's the same. He has the same thing as well. So I could tell the difference, what belongs to what figure. So that's cool. Tubular. And for articulation for this one, the usual with the rest of the Imperials and Vintage Collection: head ball joint, arm 360, elbow bent, shoulder bent, hand swivel, hand tilting, waist swivel, ab crunch, legs move forward and back, Jean-Claude Van Damme split, knee bent, and knee swivel, and ankle rocking joint and tilt. And comparing with the leader of the KSI, I do not remember his name, but he's from the Clone Wars and he died in the Death Star in the New Hope as well. So this guy, he's very known. He is the main and the leader or the supervisor of the KSI Imperial Officer Security. Is it KSI? I don't remember. But anyway, yeah. So pretty much he's under him. Oh, why is he wearing a white shirt, Noah? To answer your question, those are kind of not serious, but if you don't like to if you don't want to work a dirty job, you could work inside the office forever. They're like main securities. They call themselves the KSI, and they use probe droids to go around the planet to spy on what's going on in the other planets, and pass on the reports to any Imperial officers to land stormtroopers. That's pretty much how the protocol goes. I forgot his name. How embarrassing. So yeah, this is the leader of the KSI. He's under him. And that's all the 4-pack figures. So I will be throwing out all the Imperials what I have. You guys should know him, but he's very famous. That's Peter Cushing, known as he played as Grand Moff Tarkin. And I'll put it all together. Here is Admiral Piett, the new one. Let's see. I'll put from Return of the Jedi. Here's Moff Jerjerrod. So I'll put all the Moffs together. Well, there's only 2 Moffs, but I'll put Admiral Piett next to Grand Moff Tarkin, or I'll just put Admiral Monty next to Piett. Okay, I'm going to push these back. Okay, it's 1:54 already. I go back to work around 2:15. Okay, here's Piett. And let's see, what are the characters I could put in? Let's see, I'll put this guy right here, and the KSI next to him. And the rest of the Imperials from A New Hope. Oh yeah, this guy survived from the Death Star but was killed by Darth Vader after Darth Vader reclaimed his title. Oh, come on. I don't have any display stands for them, so I did order some, but it won't be in till October. Delivered, I mean. Stay. You are being annoying. And here's the Imperial. I don't really know much of the ranks, to be honest. Let's see. And then I'll put the Imperial Captain next to this one. So here it is, everyone. Here's all the Imperial officers I own. Oh God. Oh. And pretty much, I don't remember all their names, but pretty much these 2 are Moffs. these two are under Moffs. I mean, these groups are under these two Moffs. I mean, Moff Tarkin died in A New Hope, and then the new Moff was Moff Jerjerrod in Return of the Jedi. Okay. Anyway, to continue on, everyone, so this concludes the video. But before I end this stream, everyone, right here in this box is a special Star Wars figure. It's not in a package. It's not like one of the vintage collection. It's a custom-made figure I ordered online, and it took me. I mean, I ordered since the beginning of August, and now it's delivered this month. So I won't be doing. I mean, I will be doing this live after work. It's a special figure. I mean, if I want to put the title on, I mean, I know this character. It's pretty much replacement for one of my old Power of the Force figures, but I think I'll figure out what's the title for this next live stream review after work. Anyway, this concludes the video, and not in the box, not interested. Okay, Jim, I'm very sorry, but I'm a collector, and whatever I get, if I want to open up the box, I'll open up the box. But if you're a collector, it's your toy. You do what you like. That's the rules as a collector. Anyway, everyone, I shall end the stream, and I'll see you after work. And remember, may the Force be with you.